that the accused before court was given that opportunity in the past of being released on bail on 2 occasions, whereby the other one, there is a warrant of arrest that is being issued.
You indicated to the court that you are only waiting for the DNA results in this case.
That's correct, Marshal.
From your own knowledge, do you know whether the seller
My worship, I can say there is someone whom we interviewed around this at the same table, whom we thought that is the one, but however his version was the same as the one we got from the accused before court, my worship, of saying that yes, the phone was being recovered from someone and
arrested or apprehended in any way?
my worship, we found the person.
Now I'm wondering, Colonel, why you couldn't just answer that from the onset. When I initially asked you, why did I have to rephrase the question and ask you about it again for you to be specific about this?
My worship, I answered it. The only thing I elaborated on the person whom we arrested, we found.
I'll leave it for argument. Is this person incarcerated now?
No, my worship.
Your worship, might I quickly take an instruction from my
Yes, you
client?
may.
Of stolen property, my worship.
But he's not an accused in this case.
No, my worship.
Did this person acknowledge to you that he sold certain phones to certain individuals?
Yes, my worship.
Your worship, if I may approach my client.
Yes, you may.
Lastly, Colonel, it's my client's instructions that they are exceptional circumstances present why he should be released on warning? Due to the fact that he has a very ill child that he has to maintain. That is one of the reasons. And what is your take on that?
My worship, the reasons that I advanced already, that it's not having fixed address whom we can found him, and that one of being given opportunity in the past, and there is a warrant of arrest for his detention, my worship.
It's also my client's instructions that it's in the interest of justice that he be released on bail. What are your comments regarding that?
My worship, I do believe that it is in the interest of justice to keep him in custody for him to stand his trial.
I thank you, Your Worship. I thank you.
Any re-examination?
No re-examination.
So the court just has a few questions in clarification. When the accused gave evidence in this matter, he made mention of possible footage that there might be of his vehicle that went to dispose of the deceased in this matter. Is there any such evidence, or was he at any time informed of such evidence?
There's no such evidence, my worship, since where the body was disposed at, there are no cameras whatsoever, my worship.
Now, regarding the Section 205s that was issued, am I understanding it correct that the first application that you made, you then, from that application, gathered that the accused SIM card was in the phone of the deceased?
That's correct, my worship.
But at that point, you did not know his identity.
That's correct, my worship.
Then the second application that you made after that, that was then to ascertain his identity.
That's correct, my worship.
When did his identity become known to you?
Immediately after the receival of the second one, it was around there on the 27, my worship. That is why we made a plan for the 28th for him to be apprehended, my worship.
Now, when the information from the service provider was received, did you receive that information, or who received that information?
No, it came to my office, my worship, and then it is usually given to the analyst to analyze it, and then thereafter, and then they are the ones who giving us the information.
So the information that you got on the 28th saying that the phone was being used, was that then received from the analyst?
That's correct, my worship.
And that indicated that the day after she went missing, on the 2nd, on the 3rd, that the accused SIM card was inserted into that phone.
That's correct, my worship.
Now, in terms of the warrant of arrest that was issued in this matter, is it a J165 warrant that was issued?
Yes, it is J165, my worship.
Now, in both the matters, the accused was released on bail, both these pending matters.
That's correct, my worship.
And he then appeared in both of those matters in court up until he then failed to appear. Am I correct?
That's correct, my worship.
What is the likelihood that when he appeared in those matters and the matters were postponed, that he would get the exact same date in both those matters?
It might be, my worship, it might be that he can get those postponement days, my worship, on the same matters.
If he appears in court and he's given the same date, would he not inform the court that I am already appearing on another matter.
And we informed the court that, sorry court, on that day I already have a scheduled matter for that date that this one has been scheduled for my worship.
Now, on that warrant, is there any indication when it will be effected? When will it be executed?
My worship,
If
They-
you don't know, you can simply
Yes.
say that you don't
no,
know.
the investigating officer said he's still busy locating the guy in Stakespruit. Then that is where I told him that, hey, stop it. The person is here in Bloemfontein in our case. Because when we look at his profile and then we saw that there is a case that is still pending, and when we approached him, and then it is where he told us that there is a warrant of arrest that we are looking that person on.
But did he inform you at what stage he's going to arrest the accused on that warrant to take him to appear in Vicksburg?
No, my worship, he didn't. He didn't because I told him that the person is still in custody. The only thing that he can do, he can just requisition him to appear before the court outside.
Okay, now there is just one last question. You were asked by the attorney for the accused whether or not the person, the seller as he's been identified of the phones, if he sold certain phones to certain individuals, and you confirmed that in the affirmative.
That's correct because he said he's a cell phone repairer, and then if a person doesn't come to claim his phone for a certain period, and then he just sell it to someone who's interested on him.
Was the accused known to him when you questioned him?
Yes, my worship.
And how was he known to him?
The accused sold him a car, my worship.
Now, regarding the